Welcome back everybody, once again, Dark Souls Remastered Daughters of Ash. How are you doing this afternoon, this evening, today, or whatever time of day it is for you? We did another offline episode. Whoops. Can't help it, I'm really addicted, and there's loads of things to do. So what did we do last time? First thing we did, I did a bit more exploring, couldn't find any use for that Firekeep stone, so we used it, got our Estus flask, powered up a bit more. Then I wanted to try and grind out some souls to pay for some things, so I came here on the off chance that this door opened soon, because I remember this being quite a good spot for just going and killing a couple of knights, but it didn't work. Obviously didn't work. Came back to Darkroot, not Darkroot, the DLC. Did some sort of cheaty murder on the old crystal lizards, because why not? Wanted to upgrade materials, they could be very useful to us. So yeah, we got that one. Nice, some more chunks. This guy here, I'm not really sure how you're supposed to... Look at him, he's going already. Like, he's quite a tricky one. Without doing this, I'm not really sure how you're supposed to kill him. Short of using bows or something. Anyway, we got him. Came back just for exploration's sake. I thought I'd have a little wander around here, see if there was any treasure I'd missed. And just to grind out some souls again, to help us along our way. Now, unfortunately, it was really nice to get revenge on these silly old big boars. That was great. Oh, and remember this guy? Yeah, we were worried about... Remember I crapped myself and ran away from him? Yeah, he wasn't really very difficult. Unlucky, mate. He had a great magic weapon. Interesting. There is some good stuff in this for sort of mage-based characters. I wish I'd done it. Oh! Yeah, that chest in see-through got me. Luckily, didn't die. Very, very close to dying, but we got revenge. It was fine. No chance, mate, you sneaky bugger. Couldn't really see the chain, you see. It was inside the sort of weird watery stuff on the floor. What else did we find here? Oh yes, blue slab. Blue slab, that's great. So we can put that runic thing up to max. Here I was trying to be clever, trying to get... You know, there's a treasure chest on one of the top of these things. Oh dear. That was the only time I tried. I couldn't be bothered. And this was quite an interesting moment. For some reason, I just completely freaked out and thought he was an enemy. So yeah, we ended up killing Big Hat Logan. Sorry, mate. I didn't really want to kill you. You were only going to go mad. Well, unless he doesn't in this mod. But I presume something kind of similar happens. So anyway, awkwardly made the way back up to the top just to retrieve my souls. And then we got out of there. So one of the things I wanted to do before I tried to fight Artorias was to just upgrade my armor a little bit, just so we were in the best place we could. Didn't have many materials, so I thought what we were going to do is just using that money we've just earned, go and buy some materials and get our armor upgraded. So we went off to see our lovely mate, the giant blacksmith, and we did just that. But all of it, so our sort of standard set. The only thing I'm slightly gutted about is I did move away from the shadow hat. And we went back to the Wanderer hood. I don't think it's on this clip, but we do upgrade the Wanderer hood as well. But we got everything up to the point that we needed chunks. I think I accidentally spent one chunk on my clothes, but yeah. Didn't want to waste chunks on upgrading armor just yet. Then next I ran all the way back over here to go and see our undead female shop lady. See if she's got any, transient curses. And she did, but they were 4,000 each. And I thought, that's not really worth spending it on. That was just as a precaution, just so we'd have some more the next time we go to New Londo. But yeah, we'll do without. But then Artorias, oh god, we came back, and you'll see. So this was a bit. This just sums up my problem with it. I was just being too cocky. I was going two-handed, rolling around. You can hear in the background I put on some chill indie game music playlist off YouTube to help me concentrate. And then on my third go, I thought, right, I'm just going to go in. We're just going to block the attacks. We're just going to see how this goes. Right, we're just going to do... We're not going to get cocky. We're not going to roll through anything. I'm just going to stand there and just tank stuff. And do you know what? It bloody worked. Still sloppy as hell. I got hit a lot and we nearly ran out of Estus. But it bloody worked, man. See, look at that. And especially, I think, if you just do one hit, if that's what you put as your rule, is just wait for a hit you can block. And then just one hit on him. Works lovely. The healing is really tricky against this guy. He's very, very, very quick to punish your heals. And you don't get a long enough time to... Unless you've really got quick reactions, he'll always clip you when you heal. Yeah, a bit of Stardew. Stardew Valley music helped me concentrate. Can't remember what other games there were. But yeah, I'll put a link to the playlist. It was a nice little playlist. But yeah, look, see, we just have to be patient. Even if I'm losing most of my Estus that I'm drinking back, doesn't really bother me. I think I was really lucky though as well because, as you'll see in this fight, he doesn't do a power at once, which is quite interesting. He doesn't try and do his little roar and get really badass. So I was very lucky. Maybe he could hear the chilled out indie game music too, and he thought, you know what? I don't want to get angry today. But yeah, see, went to two-hand for a moment, and it all started going wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. This power within lasts for a long time, though, doesn't it? I mean, it was quite a long boss fight. I think it's about 5 minutes all in. I've left it all in just so you can see I didn't cheat. Although I did half cheat because I basically save scummed right before the door. So because I'm playing on PC, I copied my save folder, and as soon as he killed me, I just pasted my save folder back in, just so I didn't have to do the run back. But thankfully, it didn't really matter this time because we did it on the 3rd try, so that was really nice. And how lovely is this chill music? I hope this music doesn't get my video copyrighted. I don't think it will. It should be fine. It's not monetized. We'll be alright. I'm sure we'll be alright. Yeah. Artorias just needed a bit of respect. Let's just duel him. Let's just take our time. It's another boss though that makes me wish I was Sekiro. Because oh my god. And it did make me think about Sekiro. I think one of the best things about Sekiro is how the defense works in it. Because you don't have this weird, unfair sort of... these weird staggers that just don't really feel like you can do anything. You've got a good control over... if you hit the button at the right time, you sort of nullify any sort of stagger from blocking, which is lovely. Makes it feel really nice. Real nice. If you haven't played Sekiro, by the way, you should really play Sekiro. It's the best combat they've ever done. Just a shame they've only got one weapon. They should have more than one. Anyway, maybe I should have cut this fight down. It's long, isn't it? That was one of my favourite little tactics, actually, is roll that little thing he does and then just hack his legs. But unfortunately, see, when you're locked on, you have no control over your roll direction, which really sort of messes you up. So, yeah, it's one of those things. All my other attempts on my huge death montage, I've been playing without lock because that seemed to be the best way, because you could just sort of roll towards him and diagonally through his attacks. But this was supposed to be an attempt where I was just trying to learn the tells and watch his animations and learn him a bit more, and I bloody did it. Isn't that just typical? It is just typical, I think. See, oh, there it is, the little roll slash again. What were you doing then, dude? I swear I had my shield up. I don't know how that hit me over. Uh-oh. Oh, only a little. That's another thing I noticed. You take a lot less damage if you're just standing still. If you're standing still and he hits you, nothing happens. If you get a roll wrong and he hits you, it fucking annihilates you. So yeah, counter damage is a bitch in this game. Oh, come on, we're getting close now. We're getting real close. Come on, dude, we got this. Everybody knows we got this, but let's just watch it. Here we go. So greedy, Rob. Oh, I can't believe that missed. That would have finished him. Stupid slow Estus. And it was done. GG's, mate. You were a good boss. We were trying. We were too confident and you absolutely smashed us. But anyway, so after that, I started thinking I should probably start leveling up my character a bit more, because we haven't spent any level ups in ages and we are only level 64 and we're basically at the end of the game. Oh, I remember to come back here and get this loot. This was a bit of a mess. Got a ring, got a dragon scale. Oh dear. Run around a bit, heal a bit. Got the great club. killed this idiot, and then killed the great dragon in the same sort of way. Felt a bit sad for him, just shooting him in the side of the head like that. So we thought we'd go and chop his legs to finish him off. Seemed sort of half honourable anyway. There we go. That was a bit tricky. I had to run back and forth to avoid the silly slime. Anyway, what does your ring do? Greatly boosts attunement, but weakens physical attacks. So yeah, that's quite an interesting one. There's a lot of good loot in this game for mages, actually. It would be quite cool to do a magic playthrough. Anyway, back to Blighttown. Because next, I fancied going down into the Great Hollow. And oh my god, this was a slog. This was hard. We found loads of these guys. There was loads of crystal lizards. That was the main reason I wanted to come there. Get some good treasures. And that was nice. Did not disappoint. We got lots of tasty loot. There were a few I couldn't work out how to get them. They just kept disappearing. And oh god, these guys. I think this was a bit unlucky. What do you think? No curse meter. No curse meter on the screen. Instant curse kill. Like, that seems a little bit harsh to me. A little bit harsh. I don't know if these guys have got their curse damage increased or something. That was insane. So yeah, so I was cursed half health. We only had one purging stone, so we weren't going to waste that until after we cleared this area. Got a bit further down. Saw these guys. These weird naked dudes. I don't know what was up with these guys. They decided to climb up this ladder to come and get me, so I just waited. I booted them off a couple of times and then just burnt them alive at the top. Idiots. That guy actually gave me that red set hat, which was quite nice. And then I got a bit further down again to this bit with the mushrooms, and then there was more naked people. And this lady with the axe, she really caught me out, because her axe was a lot quicker than my katana. Died again. So we came back. Got here again. This time, look, got my falchion ready. Look at her kicking. They were quite good. The AI on these guys was quite interesting. There's another one coming, look. But thankfully... Oh my god, we nearly fell off. But yeah, thankfully this guy's AI... I don't know what was up with him. He was broken, so I just killed him. Lunatics, a lot of them. Absolute loons. Yeah, and you, go on and get down. And yeah, in my panic, look, straight away I was like, right, that's it. That's it, I'm definitely using this bloody purging stone now because we need a full health bar. Definitely needed full health to carry on through this level. Yeah, we made it down to here. We were here. Ash Lake. Thankfully, this bonfire was still in the same place. That is where the bonfire usually is, isn't it? I think. I've literally hardly ever been down to this place in the proper game, so I have no idea. I found the Runic Ember. Runic Ember's down here if you ever want to do that when you play this mod. And oh, this was something I didn't mention just now. When I got cursed, a thing came up on the screen saying the pale eye orb quivered. And then look, it did it again when he jumped over there. I have no idea what that's about, so I might have to look that up. Oh, well, I need to confess, actually. The reason we went back to fight Artorias was because I looked up where the Covenant of Artorias was. And you have to kill Artorias to get it. So yeah, that is why we went and did that. So first thing I've looked up. I didn't want to run around the whole map trying to find it, so I'm glad I looked it up. But yeah, I found a few more of these crazy guys in here. Killing that Hydra outside was a bit annoying. As you might have seen, I just arrowed him to death in the end. These funny naked guys were quite good. And then look at this! The very end! Bonfire that didn't work. And Havel just chilling with no dragon. Mate, I have no idea what that's about. Very strange. Anyway, so then I went off to do more busy work. I thought I'd bring my Darkmoon Seance ring here. We'd see what we can see. Well, we go and kick Gwendolyn's ass, right? Yes. You're right, we're gonna go and kick Gwendolyn's ass.
What foolishness.
Yes. What foolishness. My skills at fighting Gwendolyn are not very robust. Mainly because I've only beaten him a couple of times ever before in the hundreds of hours I've played the game. But yeah, that wasn't a very good start, was it? Not a very good start at all. Oof! That magic damage, baby. So yeah, that was a bit intense. So second time, I was a bit more prepared. We knew what was coming. Got shield out. Doesn't take all the magic damage. Oh god, those arrows are so mean. But wait, what's this damage I'll do to him when we get a chance? It's blimmin' amazing. Oh mate, compared to fighting Artorias, that is so satisfying. I should have done one more hit there because I'm sure it would have taken the damage before he teleported. I love this boss fight though, it's so weird, isn't it? The weird spooky music. That spell is a beast. I freaked out here because I was like, where is he? And he'd gone behind me. Can he do that normally? I think he probably can, or I've just forgotten. But yeah, that was a neat little trick. Oh, the music's so chill. Come on. Ooh, just got a hit in. Just got a hit in. We got you, Gwendolyn. You're going down. With your funny little magic balls. Jesus. That's it. That's the best attack. Easy to dodge. Alright, down you go, sunshine. No teleporting today.
Swathed in dark.
And then things started to get quite interesting.
Curse upon thee.
So we killed him. Returned the corridor. But look, there's a weird fog gate there. And we got the key to the sun chamber, which is excellent. No prizes for guessing where that opens. I tried to look behind here and see what was there. Couldn't see anything. It's sealed by holy light, whatever that means. But the key, OVS, for this room. So let's go and check it out. Amazing chest ahead. Music stops. She ain't even here, man. We've shattered the illusion that Guinevere even exists. Kind of like that. It's a different take on it, right? Same idea. She lives in a locked room that nobody ever gets to go in. But now, the secret's out. No Guinevere. It's dark on Orlando. Lovely. Couldn't warp, though. So we were forced to explore. Now, I've only ever done Dark on Orlando once, but I know it didn't involve Dark Wraiths. What the... So this was quite cool, actually. There's Dark Wraiths everywhere, and they drop Titanite chunks. Oh, makes it obvious that we can farm Titanite chunks properly. Drop them a lot more regular than the guys down in New Londo used to. But look at these guys. They're having a big old battle. It was wicked. This was happening all over the place. So, yeah, I didn't know what to do. So I thought I'd just go and kill this knight while he was distracted. Tried to kill him. Missed him because of it in his shield. But then I noticed these guys aren't aggro to me. None of the normal enemies wanted to fight me. Only the Dark Wraiths did. So they were like my buddies. It was cool. So we went to check on the giant blacksmith. Check this out. He's absolutely going to town on a Dark Wraith. Oh, poor mate. Come on, let's go and help him. Get out of here, Dark Wraith. So yeah, we killed him. Unfortunately, I couldn't talk to him afterwards, but we gave him a bow. See you later, mate. That was good. That was good fighting. I am concerned that might mean that we'll never be able to use that blacksmith again, but we'll have to. I haven't verified that yet. But look, they were even shooting some Dark Wraiths who were running up the rafters. It was great. Oh, this was a cool bit. That guy down below trying to get me. I tried to be clever. Accidental, amazing drop kill. Nice. Not only that, he gave me 2 Titanite chunks. Perfect. Oh yeah, so we went back down to here now. Yes. Look, I'd cleared most of the castle, so there wasn't anything too exciting there. So we killed this guy. He dropped something cool. Forsaken key. I was like, what's the Forsaken key? Opens the cell in the West Asylum wing. You know, that cell that we've been trying to open for ages? The Dark Wraiths are notorious, self-interest and perfidious, according to the annals. Whatever that means. But yeah, so I went in here and look! A new boss! He's like some cut content dude. He looks a bit like a rubbish, a thrown away Tekken 7 character or something. But anyway, It was quite interesting. Look, he's even got Jin Kazama's like turn around and Kazuya's turn around fist move and a weird little spin kick. But yeah, he was all right. He wasn't that good. It was a bit boring. So this fight was quite long because I was just playing it safe. Oh, that was one interesting move. He didn't hit me with it. I presume it's like a humanity stealing thing like the Dark Wraiths can do. But yeah, he didn't really have much of a chance, and he didn't like the Kellogg's Fury Sword either. So, oh, there's another good move. That was quite a nice move. Good restored content though, considering one person made this mod. Don't you think? It's pretty excellent. But yeah. So it was quite fun. It was nice to see new things, right? Do you know what I mean? It's nice to see things that you weren't expecting. So this was cool, even if it was a bit easy. Oh god. I don't know how we avoided that. That was good rolling. Good mashing of the circle button. Come on, down you go. Let's finish him off. With his poncy little spin kicks. There we go. GG's, mate. Do we give us the Soul of Jareel? And the Ashen Ring. So look at those. We're not really doing lore, but why don't we have a look? Soul of Prince Jareel, heir to King Ganzire and commander of the Dark Wraiths in New Londo. Whispers of a secret romance between Jareel and Guinevere plagued Lord Gwyn even after the fall of New Londo. Had Gwyn not banished their prince to the north, perhaps the Dark Wraiths would have been eradicated as the sealers intended. Use it to absorb his amassed humanity. But this reminded me, Soul of Ariamis, mates. We haven't used this yet. Use it to relive dear memories. So yeah, we're going to check that out. And then the ring, of course, the haunting ash-covered ring. Ash-covered ring, recovered by Gwyn's nameless firstborn from the site where his father linked the flame and rekindled the age of fire. It's heavy with old burdens. Why would anyone want it now? Interesting. Anyway, the last thing of note, we looked all around the whole level. It did look like we could escape to the Painted World, but I didn't bother doing that. I wanted to just find out everything that was here. And of course, our Firekeeper friend was cross because we've done all of this and ruined the illusion of Guinevere. She was all talk. She did parry me once, but she didn't even riposte. Silly, silly woman. So we just gave her some of this. She tried it again then, didn't she?
This man is a threat. Master Gwendolyn.
It's too late for that, mate. Gwendolyn's dead. We got her soul anyway, so that was good. What did we do next? Oh yeah, I went back to Firelink and then I realised Firelink Shrine was also dark. It freaked me out. I even quit and restarted the game just to make sure it wasn't a bug. But yeah, Firelink was dark. We were going to go and use Jareel's key. That's what we were going to do to get into his cell. But look, there's even Dark Wraiths just hanging around in Firelink. What have we done to the world, man? We've totally messed up Lordran just by revealing that Guinevere doesn't exist. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So anyway, yeah, climb back up. Let's go over to Northern Undead Asylum. But look, even this place was dark. I think I haven't verified. I haven't gone to the whole map yet, but I'm guessing everywhere in the game is dark now. It's kind of cool. Yeah, we came back to his cell. Let's see what's in here. Let's see what's in here. He's gone, obviously, because we've murdered him. Pursuers. Little bit disappointing, considering we've got no magic spec, really, but that's where Pursuers is if you ever play this game. So next, we're getting up to the end, coming close to the end now, but I decided to level up the bonfire because we were going to go and have a go at Four Kings now that we had the Covenant of Artorias. But then I remembered before I did that, we wanted to look at the bloody soul of Ariamis, didn't we? So let's just bloody use it and see where we go. And look, we're always here. This is very strange. It's obviously Ariamis' memory of some kind. It's kind of cool. I do feel a bit sad that we haven't bothered trying to like figure out all the lore and stuff. But it's kind of interesting. So he's here instead of being down in Ash Lake, and he wants his painted doll back. I thought, who are we to keep a dragon from his dolly? So he gave us the Mark of Stone. Interesting. Interesting indeed. The memory started fading, and then that was it. We got returned to Firelink Shrine. Oh no, we didn't get returned to Firelink Shrine. We got returned into the bottom of the depths, which was very weird. Like the Gaping Dragon room. Anyway, Mark of Stone. What does it do? Greatly boosts physical damage, but makes its wearer more vulnerable to lightning. Yeah, good bit of lore on that as well. Have a pause, have a read if you want. So yeah, anyway. Dashed through New Londo to go and have a go at the Four Kings. Now, the reason I did this offline is because I felt like it was going to be like Artorias. I thought it was going to be hard. I had no idea what they were going to have done to change it. So I thought we'd have a go to see what was what. Because if I ended up banging my head against it and having 40 goes in a crazy death montage, I'd want to cut that together. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, they've changed it in quite an interesting way. So the Four Kings are all present at once, straight off. And it looks like, it's hard to tell just watching it like this, but they run away from you if you're not supposed to fight them at this time. So this guy was the one who wanted to fight me. He sort of shot those purple disc things around and they'd home around and come after you. And yeah, it's quite good, you'll see. Thankfully, my Fury Sword is absolutely decimating them. I was worried I'd be doing like the same damage I was doing to Artorias and we'd be in trouble, but whew, in this sort of respect, it's not too shabby. King Silgor. I didn't even look what the first guy's name was. Oh. But they had good names. They've probably got some good lore that we don't know about. What's he doing? Oh, run away. Run away. Oh, look at him with his little weird mini discs. It's cool. It's very good. I'm quite impressed. Because it makes each one slightly different. Whereas the normal Four Kings, they're all basically exactly the same, aren't they? So yeah, it was kind of cool. Kind of cool, I thought. Although I'm doing some pretty bad defense, but don't really need to. They're not actually hurting me as much as I thought they might. That looks so cool, that move. All these weird little... Oh, look, he's decided he's had enough now. We're not fighting him anymore. Where are we? It's very strange. I always find it very disorientating fighting this boss because you can't see. There's like literally no floor and no scenery of any kind. So you've got nothing. It's really hard to tell how close you are. Yeah, anyway. It's good. Oh god, bad heal. But, nah. That wasn't it. Do you see what I mean? I was expecting that to do loads more damage than that. Come on, dude. It must be all that armor upgrades I did. We are like... We are pretty hardcore now. Oh god. Now suddenly Rendane wants to have a go. And he's got some crazy fire sword, which is kind of cool. Oh, that was close. He went for the grab and he just missed. See, and I'm like, I want to fight this one, but I'm not allowed. And I get hit from behind. It was pretty... Whew. That fire sword effect's quite good, isn't it? Considering some guy who just made a mod in his spare time made it. Oh dear, Rob. Come on. Right, he's had enough now, but it looks like he's run off. Yep. It's a very strange way for it to work, but it's kind of good. Oh look, Rob decides to get a shield out finally. Probably a bit late for that, Rob. Probably a bit late. Third one down. Come on, I think it's time to two-hand Rob. Just get behind him and just two-hand him. Come on, there we go. That is some good damage. That is some real good damage. So yeah, there we go. Four Kings bad. First go. I was quite impressed with that. So sorry there wasn't a death montage. We like a good death montage, don't we? Not today, unfortunately. We beat 3 bosses in one video. It's pretty epic going, in my opinion. So yeah, there we go. The last Lord Soul. We can officially go and complete the game and beat Gwyn if we want. I think we should try and do the DLC first, though. Don't you? We should try and do that at least. So yeah, leveled up this bonfire. Ready to go exploring through the Ursil Township next episode. So there we go, guys. Sorry it was another pre-recorded and voiceover afterwards, but it was good fun. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one.